Everybody, welcome to a lesson where we're looking at doing a research scaffold in Google Sheets. And by research scaffold, we just mean like a pre-built sheet that's got resources for students to use so they're not sort of wandering their way all over the internet. You're worried about Wikipedia or some of those sources you don't want them using, sort of a pre-made sheet with links that they can access the research that you're interested, or especially if it's grade level appropriate, depending on how young of kids that you might be having, reading level appropriate, depending on the classroom that you're in. And so this is just kind of an easy way to set up an easy research document for them to access links that you know are good sources for them to use. And we're going to use Google Sheets to do that. So you see here, I've got one pre-made. This is famous Kansans research. So this would be fourth grade, does a lot of Kansas research, some of our primary grades, but you could do this with anything. So I've got just some categories set up over here already. So the first thing we want to do is just sort of set this up visually, kind of with our headings and some of the things. So I'll show you some of the font or menu options in Google Sheets. So right here, we've got our famous politicians from Kansas. So right now they're all the same. So let's say I come in here, we're going to go font. We're just going to make this, let's switch this to say 14, and we're going to switch it to bold. Okay, so we'd like that to be that way. Now, if I want to make all the other headings that exact same thing, I can go in and I can select each one and I can make all the changes just like I did. Or there's a shortcut, a format shortcutter. If you click on one that you've already formatted the way you want to, then you come up here, there's a little paint roller and it says paint format. So you click on the one you have done that you want to, then you come up here and you click on the paint format button, and then you switch down here and you click on the next one you want to format that same way. And it automatically formats it. Same thing here. If I want to do adventures, I have to do it over again. I can't just multiple click it. So I've got adventures. So I come up here, click my paint format, come back down, boom, it does it. So you don't have to go through and individually do them or hold control down and select all of them. You can do that paint format roller there. So there's kind of a cool shortcut. Also, now you see that our text is kind of spilling out the edge. So we'd like to make this column bigger. You can grab this here and you can pull it left, right to resize it. Or another shortcut is to do an auto width size. If you get that highlighted and you do a double click, it will automatically widen the column to fit the text appropriately. So again, up here in between the two columns, a quick double click, and that'll automatically do it. You can also grab the column and move them. So we have those. A lot of times also we like to color code them so students can kind of see or know. And so if I want to color code these here, I can grab, I clicked on number 2 and I drug down and it highlighted all of those. I will just turn them a color. I would stay up here in the lighter colors. I wouldn't go dark, because if you go dark, then we probably have to change our text to white and it's just extra steps. So we're still selected there. I would stay in the lighter version, so we'll do kind of that color. Again, come over here, select rows 7 and 8. Maybe we go with a green, and then the same thing down here, and maybe we do like a blue. Okay, and that just is a way to help organize, keep students sort of organized and visually looks good as well. Okay, so let's say we're ready to put our links in now. And so you can organize those. You could put categories across the top here from specific resources, or a lot of times teachers like to kind of go reading level, kind of put some easier ones here from some sites that maybe aren't as hard to consume, and kind of work our way that way. We'll just do like Bob Ballard. Anyone know who Bob Ballard is? Bob Ballard found the Titanic. Yes, the large sunken ship, the Titanic. So, and was from Kansas, from Wichita. So let's say we want to put our link here. And so I'm just going to put like link 1, and this one's going to come from National Geographic. Once again, that spilled way over. So if I want to, I can come up here, double click, and it'll automatically fit the text that way. So I've got my link 1, National Geographic's going to go there. So I've already got this pulled up here. I've got Bob Ballard's biography from that Nat Geo site. We can also do specific, going back to the very first week where we limited those site searches. You could find resources that way, if you want specific websites to pull your information from. So here's our Bob Ballard biography. So up here, we're just going to click in the web address bar, automatically highlights all of it. And then you can Control C or you can right click and you can copy. Either one copies that. We're going to go back. Now, there's a couple ways to make this link. One of them is up here. There is the insert link button, top right hand corner, but a insert link keyboard shortcut. So we know copy is Control C, paste is Control V, that search feature is Control F for find. To insert a link, it's Control K, Control+K, and you'll get this automatic link to pop up here. And the nice thing is it already has your text written that we're going to link that to. So we don't have that big ugly URL where we have it that's, you know, half our Sheets page. We've got that text there. So then we can just right click in here and we can paste it, or you can Control V, paste it, and then we get our link. And so setting up a research scaffold on Sheets is pretty easy, especially younger grades, intermediate, even middle school. High school, we trust a little more, but even then, it's not a bad idea to have your preset resources so you don't have kids wandering around getting information you're not quite sure about is sourced appropriately. So that's creating a research scaffold. A couple shortcuts there, including the column width, the paint format tool, and the Control K for the insert link shortcut. Thanks.